Again, I'm still here on the project, building capacity around my mouth, but I got something to back it up. What do you think? Let's discuss it.
Encore une fidèle qui l'Amérique n'a pas voulu que nous. Quand il y a Sylvie, il y a un point qui est vous paye presse. L'Amérique n'a pas voulu que tu m'aies bien demandé au nous. En ce moment, on va battre au moins un ou. On t'a dit à mon moulin, on s'est battu pour moi dit toi. Tu là l'occasion. Quand on soit du roi, allez, envoyez. Attends le roi. Yao, abela lokeyo, bibito jobai, bibito noba. Encore une fidèle qui l'Amérique n'a pas voulu que nous. Quand il y a Sylvie, il y a un point qui est vous paye presse. L'Amérique n'a pas voulu que tu m'aies bien demandé au nous. En ce moment, on va battre au moins un ou. On t'a dit à mon moulin, on s'est battu pour moi dit toi. Tu là l'occasion. Quand on soit du roi, allez, envoyez. Attends le roi. Yao, abela lokeyo, bibito jobai, Vito Noba, Martissimo Peyo. Manager Gigi, web page jamais forcé ou si tu connais. L'animateur Choco Noska Yassin de Toyebi, l'homme a tout fait pour Vito. Aniché les deux. Batiole moi, conseiller c'est moi, dis-moi. Attends, nous yon bébé, péteye mon temps à nous batio. Mon adèle yo, well gagné. Adieu oh, dans yon serment de tout ya bayan. Oh lui, aussi de cause tabou. Deme amunda wejogena, amunda wejogena. Obati amunda wejogena, oski de cause tabou na loe. Memo gena o abela we mo. Ode abati o. Si obati o mo gena o, mo tell you when I'm here.
Good evening, folks. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Yeah, good one. I think that's a good idea. It's a good idea. But I don't have any other family members' picture on my page like that, though. So if I do that, you know, your other auntie and your uncle, then they're always gonna start crying. So that's why somebody who old and you got almost 16 to 17 brothers and sisters, and you put one person picture, oh, you know what they're gonna say? What's about me? What's about me? Daranchi platform here. So I can put all those 17. That mean you ask your grandpa to get all the plenty children there. Yeah, what's it? So please don't bother me. But no, on a very serious, that's a good idea. But I just have to, if I put one up and don't put everybody else's up, it just doesn't look good. And that's why. But I do have those pictures. I have all my brothers and sister pictures. Even those who passed, I even have their pictures as well. But let's go on. Thank you, folks. Folks, please share this video. Share it to as many people as possible. We have some wonderful, wonderful conversation here tonight waiting for you. Please share this video. Share it to as many people as possible. It's a very interesting show tonight. And I'm already being disturbed by my granddaughter. So I hope they I haven't even shared the whatchamacallit here. So my granddaughter is crying. I need to find out what the deal is. So I might have to excuse myself because I can't let my granddaughter to cry without me knowing what the problem is. All right. Her uncle, who is just a few years older than he is, he's supposed to be taking care of her. But I think I need to step in and find out what the deal is. But let me share this, then I will go on. Folks, we're all family members. You know, you have to go. She crying heavy. Let me share this here quickly, and then I'll go by, put the music back on, and find out what the deal is. I think, oh, here we go. It's getting closer to me. That means most likely she's coming towards me. And I bet y'all, my Esther, if you listen, your mother can't see I stole to get juice again tonight. I beg you, I don't steal nobody juice. Okay? Let me share this here quickly. Okay. All right. So you can hear her. The crying is coming close to me. Let me go back to this here. Okay. And I'll come back on. Let me go back on this here, folks. I'll be right back. Again, I'm still here on the project, building capacity around my mouth, but I got something to back it up. What do you think? Let's discuss it. That's what you get when you get plenty children that got plenty children. Then you got problem. So by the way, I have the uncle. He's about 4 or 5 years older than her, and I gotta do my show. I mean, watch them to get their baby business. I finished with my baby business long time ago. So you gotta build that business. I'm a business. I got my show to deal with the Liberian people, to deal with the Liberian people issue. Then when I finish, I go steal her juice. That's my job to steal her juice. Who are you to say why I steal my granddaughter juice? What? But I'm a problem to come take care of granddaughter. You see the logic, the liberal have? That's why I'm the best. Thank you, folks. Please share this video, share it to as many people as possible. Safety, safety. Lord Jesus, we want to thank you again this evening. I want to thank you very much. I even have my own son here talking about his mom. That just brings a joy to me. Joyful, joyful time for all of us. And I want to thank God for that. My Lord, we come before you again tonight to ask you for blessing. We come before you again tonight to ask you to continue to bless all of us. My Lord, for our brothers and sisters that are not able to be happy tonight, please provide happiness for them. Put some joy in their hearts. As we sit here from time to time, we will pick fun ourselves, make a fool out of ourselves, because these are our brothers and sisters. We're not ashamed. And because we have you on our side, my Lord, you know where we stand. And I want to thank you for that opportunity. I want to thank you for the blessing. I want to thank you for everything you do for us. Without you, we will not be here. My Lord, we come before you again tonight to ask you for the blessing of the Republic of Liberia and the people of the Republic of Liberia. My Lord, please bless the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Bakai. Give him long life. Yes, give him long life. Whatever he touches in the interest of the Liberian people, that indeed a hand will be blessed. Whatever door he knocks in the interest of the Liberian people, my Lord, please open the door. He came, you brought him to us for a specific reason. Bless his hand. Continue to guide him. My Lord will come again to say thank you for everything. Thank you for our lives. Thank you for the forgiveness that you put in us, that you have with you to forgive us in whatever we do. Thank you. My Lord, we ask that you bless the host country, the United States of America. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. So again, folks, Samson told Labrador Public, let me check here. I think I heard playing here, something like that. Oh, nobody here, yeah. Okay. All right. Said nobody here. The man I explain. I explained to the man, he listen to me. Oh. I say your father got over. Okay. So I'll post Kingwa picture I put Betty picture I put Nelson picture I put Joe picture I put Cleano picture I put Sabah picture I put what's his name, Ivan picture I put Mama picture I put Paibo picture I put the other one in sitting one that I have not seen for so many years. I put Chia or sister picture. You know how many people? What kind of that you think I thought that Chiaro D picture? I don't call it that I have here. You see that Chiaro D that LPR. I can't just take all the people picture and put them up, but I can't do that. So why just I don't care whether I sister or no, they begin come fight. He come fight here tonight. He come fight for it. Says he enter a man. The way he come fight me here tonight. Y'all watch. I will not pay attention to you again. Let him go. I will not pay attention to you again. I'm my sister's son. And this is what we do. We don't particularly, those of us that from that side, the mother business, you don't play with it. The auntie business, you don't play with. Father, you can do whatever you want to do with father. It don't matter to us. But our mom and our aunties and our sisters, that's no joke. Ask the people of Grand Gila County when they come messing with Samson to sister. Ask them, they will tell you. I'm not hiding it. I'm saying it publicly. Because it's there. Records are there. There's public record. You don't come and fool around. You can fool around with all my brothers. I don't care. You can fool around with all my father, then father 19, father 25. I don't care. But if you fool with my mom and you fool with my sisters, you got me to contend with. Anyway, all right. So again, my man, I heard. Let me go to the picking again. I heard they say you're doing all those things you're doing right. You're not gonna because you want to see political office. Oh, if you want to see political office, let me know so I can bring you on the platform. You explain to her what you can do. I can't disturb my show here and that the Boston district of office you're looking for. I beg you here. You think you're gonna be Boston district on Labrador Public Radio? I beg you, man. Let me go on. Folks, again, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. We have some serious business to talk about here tonight. I want to thank all of you. Folks, I shared a link already. So one or two things before they Tabata Mayor calling himself WO or WE or whatever EO, what CEO or EEW or whatever name they got before you come popping up on my show. Let me enjoy myself small. No, but on a very serious note. The Unity Party scene and the Unity Party party scene members themselves, they don't got sense. I say so. My name Samson. You know what it calls Samson? In Crown Valley, that's sense. Common sense. I got plenty. That my knee. Sense it? That me. Unity Party and then Unity Party scene, they don't have common sense. They can't think bike. They can't think front. They're just there. What kinds of people are these? What kinds of people are these? Was President Waka really aware of these people behavior before he even decided to be a standard bearer of the people that have nothing to offer? What kind of business is this? What kind of business is this? Look, Unity Party, you put myself photo for now. Bamboo with Divakula. I ain't even talking to the president again. Say, you people, like you're the one bringing all the mess. And then people, when they come here, people got to defend and ask and all kind of yamanyote because some of us got drafted. So come here and tell Mr. So that ain't your business. Go sue us. I'm not doing that anymore. That Unity Party I will talk to. You do your foolishness to my party, and that Unity Party I will talk to. You got no sense. What is this? And you call yourself educated people. You all don't know the history of Liberia? But of course, many of you don't even know what Liberia is. All you care for, your patriotism is for the government job. It's not for the country. You have no love for the country. The students are going to demonstrate. Don't you know the history of Liberia? When the students start turning against you, what will happen? You don't know that one there? You're going to go tear. Your name go in a book. Watch and see. Some of y'all, they will block you from traveling. Y'all be on traveling ban. Y'all will be on traveling because y'all don't deserve anything. What's children that coming from school throwing rock? What that rock would do? But why are they throwing the rock in the first place? Why are they throwing the rock in the first place? They don't get and say we're going to throw the rock today. They decide to demonstrate. If they didn't have permit, you go and approach them. They got leaders. And talk to their leaders. Why are you in the street? You are in violation of city ordinance number 1, number 2, number whatever it is. And explain to them. They say, no, we're going to stay here. It's okay. At this time, we're not going to put you out. You have the right to demonstrate. But we want to designate an area for you to demonstrate. You cannot disturb the peace of the Republic of Liberia. And have a dialogue with them. Even if the children are rude, but once you recognize them and start speaking to them as a government, they will come down because they know they have a message. The reason why they were in the street, they have a message they want to deliver. They're not in the street because they don't have nowhere else to go. And then you go to tear gas. 1979, that thing made me so mad today. Because as I was here in Sacramento, When I saw the smoke on Facebook, I started smelling the tear gas all over 1979, all over me. Good thing I don't have potato green behind my house because I'm going to rub the potato green and start rubbing my face because that's what we did back in 1979. What kind of business is this? Why you're traumatizing all like this? Government that force you ain't able you move. You ain't able you leave the people job. And you ain't able you leave the government, that country. You're not forced. You are not forced to. It's the privilege. Every day, if you're not stealing, you're doing something to somebody. If you're not beating people, you're doing. What kind of nonsense is that? Unity Party. I'm not even a member of Unity Party anyway. So I have no qualm dealing with you guys on this platform. And bring somebody here from Unity Party. Let them come face me. Nonsense. Nonsense. What kind of business is this? Eh? That you're the one spoiling the puppet knee all over. So like Yaka Kolba used to say, that the same thing we'll say now. Unity Party. I'm not even going to the president again. President Waka, you're so inept. You're mess up. 2 years, you don't do nothing. Then the Papa King resuscitate you. The Papa King brought you back to life. Pretty much you put breath in your noses so you can come back to life. You came in. First thing you want to do, you was over here all over on our platform lying to us. Oh, Mr. Toe, even if you come, we'll take care of the old man. Don't worry. The Papa will be in a good hand. We put the old man in your hand, you're doing a nonsense stealing. If you ain't stealing a day, you're doing something else. Like church people said at one time. No people, no children, people children you're beating. They got family members. You being a police does not mean you have the right to do whatever it is you want to do. Let me bring in Jerry. You have no right. Okay, Jerry's not quite ready. Jerry, are you ready?
Yeah, yeah, I'm ready. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you. You
All
have
right.
no right to go and beat on people's children, bleeding like that. The president Baka not going to whatever area he goes, he's going to have to defend it now because of your inept attitude, inept behavior. He's going to have to defend it. Unity Party, I'm not Unity Party member. I support this president, and the way I know now that you're the people who starting all the mess, and since the president can't get you out, I will deal with you one by one. What you do to me? Nothing. I can't Liberia. You want to kill me Liberia if I die in Liberia? That I'm blessing. Just take my old Samson to him and put him right there into town. That I'm blessing. You know, I'm scared of you. Eh? But what kind of business is this? Every day, if you're in steal, you're beating somebody. If you ain't, look at the other guy picture that all over Facebook slapping old men. What kind of business is it? This Unity Party, you people myself will foot to foot. Let me bring in Jerry. Jerry, good evening. Before you talk, give me some tabata on here. Then I have some very serious video I want to play here tonight. But let's hear from you.
Well, well, good to be here. I'm traveling.
You're so loud. Your audio is so loud. It's really knocking my ear out. So
Okay, I'll reduce the volume.
yeah, please. You still
Is it all right
traveling?
now?
You still traveling?
Of course, I'm traveling all the
So where are you?
time.
You in Maga?
Yes.
Okay. So when you come back, we'll call you Alhaji now.
Is it all right? The volume okay now?
Just still a little bit high, but go ahead.
Okay, let me do it again.
Okay,
Okay,
much better, much better. Go ahead.
much better.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
Oh well, you see, here's the situation we find ourselves, and it has to be addressed as soon as possible. Like I said last night, when the president appoints you, he's not going to babysit you. He's not going to there and say, Mr. Toll, you have to do this, you have to do that. No. The president found a confidence in you. That's why he appointed you to be minister of nowhere. But our people have to take into consideration that that country belongs to every each one of us. It does not belong to one person. But I just have to be the president of the Republic of Liberia. But we all have obligations, whether private life, whether in the government, whether in the private sector, wherever we find ourselves, it's our obligation. And our behavior alone. Yeah. So I want you to go to Liberia and see our behavior on in the street. Where are we now? I mean, that's a question you always ask. And it resonated with me. And sometimes after the show, I play the video back and I begin to listen to ourselves. Where are we? What is it? What is our future? What is the blueprint?
We'll come to that.
But
We'll come to that tonight. That subject matter. I'm bringing it back in, but I have a video to go along with it. So just go ahead.
yeah,
But go ahead. Go ahead.
what is our blueprint for the next generation? I mean, you always emphasizing on it that you and myself, some of us were born in the late 50s or in the late 60s or early 60s, our generation.
I was born 85.
Okay, fine. But the question there is the discipline that we have. Where is it now in our society? Who managing us? Is it the government or is it our parents? And everything we put it towards all the president are doing this, president doing this. What is your own responsibility as a community individual in our community? So we have to turn to the community themselves. Like I said the last time, the clergy, the police, the media, the healthcare, and who else again? I think about 3 or 5 person institution. We need to have joint conference or joint meeting where the people would be able to explain to the Liberian people, the police, what they are, or media, what is the responsibility of the media, what is the responsibility of the security spectrum, what is the responsibility of the clergy, what are the responsibility of the business people in the community. If we can pull the people together and begin to find a coalition to see where our country is going, we'll make progress.
Thank you.
Hmm? So our boss.
Thank you. Thank you, Jerry. So let me wrap this one here on this subject matter, the tabata that I started. I'm not too sure if I'm Clarence David doesn't like that. He believe the buck stop with the president, which I do agree, Clarence David. But on your job, okay, Clarence, I give you for an example. You're on this platform every day. Whenever we open your camera, you are work though, but you take time because of your country. So about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I asked you, can you find time to join us here so you will be able to be on the video with us and have a conversation? You said, Mr. So I would really love to do that, but I'm at work. You see, Clarence, I'm at work. That show that you are responsible. People,
Excuse me.
people trusted you with their job. They employ you to do a specific task. Even though your love for country is beyond reproach, nobody can take that away from you, but you know your responsibility. You know that when these people call you to do the job, you agree, you carry it out. What say on your break time? You couldn't even join us on your break time or even change eyes of people to give you a break, but you know, you believe this is your responsibility and you carry it out. So it's not because of the party. If the president asks you to do a job, you be responsible and do it. If you can't do it, the president doesn't have to fire you. Be your man. Say, I don't think I can make this. And you leave. I give you an example, and I always give the example of myself here one time. So, few years back, they were getting ready to do the water line in Liberia. So, World Bank has a huge contract in Liberia. So they contacted A friend of mine here who's an engineer, used to be an engineer, bike owner. So he contacted me because I'm a good engineer. So he said, "You care to go over there and run this here? The people will pay you $10,000 a month in Liberia." That was about almost 10 years or so ago. I said, oh yeah, I would like to do that. Where is it? He said, "Yeah, it's in the water." Okay, I know I'm an engineer. It won't take me long to because I've done water before. When I was in Ohio, I did water pipes and pumps and what have you. So it won't take long for me to know these things, Mike, because that's what every one of us study. But I felt within myself, he's a friend, and people believe in him. If I go over there and I don't want to learn on the job, that is not going to be conducive with respect to the people who pay me, and it's not going to look good on him as well. So I told him, no, I can't do that. I'm a roadway person, roadway designer. If somebody come to you and they want roadway person, I'll be very effective in that area. But I don't want to do that. You know what he told me? He said, "Samson, I've always respected you, but I respect you more." Other family member then got hold of it. You buy you for none. Then they say, you know how they say see not eat your heart. You won't dig and pour see not eat your heart. They say $10,000. You can't go over there. Everybody went there. They bluffing. They eating money. 10,000. I said no. That is not me. That is responsibility. So Clarence, I do hear you. I do hear you. So you are responsible. That's why you came. It's not like you don't want to come and join us. You are highly educated. You speak well. You're not afraid to talk. Nobody gonna eat you. You know you can defend yourself. You can defend your position, but you have responsibility, and that's why. So that's the point that I'm making, Jerry. I'm gonna change the subject matter and go back to what we have discussed before, and that is you made a point here about blueprint. That is, and I will continue to use myself. I used to be in that town where you're living, Jerry. When I came back in 1980, I was in my teens, early teens, when I came. If you can't catch me to go to school for a while, why would I want to go to school? My brother is a PRC member, third or fourth in command. Small little boy that I sent for money. He was sending me money. I went. He paid my school fee. I went. I collected my school fee. I bought my car in Rhode Island, right there. I was riding all over from Rhode Island, Connecticut. At that time, my mom was out there. I was still going to school over there in Connecticut. From Connecticut, New York, Philadelphia, play football. The people say, "Oh, that what you here for? We thought you coming here to come help yourself, educate yourself. You coming here that wow business." They wrap me in a nice big package. Nice package. They wrap me, federal government wrap me up nicely. Eh, I be like, yeah, your thing coming by, not Syria. I got back into Monrovia. 2 days later, say about 3 days later, my little brother now that was counting on got killed, murdered. Nothing else to turn around. I have no education. I have nothing to count on. A few progressive, including Kuomba, who was a good friend of mine at the time, a good friend of my little brother too as well. They put paper together for me to come back. And when I got back here, things changed, completely changed. I hooked up with Eula Business because I wanted to find out what happened. I hooked up with anything Liberia. So the best way I thought I would do, since they keep claiming national security and things like that, I will go and do criminal justice. So if I have my criminal justice degree, I'll go to Liberia and work in CID or FBI or whatever. I mean SD, whatever they call themselves, and work, and I will find out what happened to my brother. criminal justice I got in there, it was not much challenging. No. When I got on, there was an old man I met at the YMCA. I was the guard at the YMCA, guard room, what they call it, locker room attendants. And he told me, "Do you like this?" He saw me reading criminal justice book one time. I said, "Yeah, yeah." He said, "Is it challenging to you?" I said, "No." He said, "Then what you get out of it? Come to Start Tech tomorrow." He said, "I will introduce you to a guy." I went there. He introduced me to Professor Roxon, who was in charge of the civil department. And from there, history. I became civil engineer. But the point here is this: life is what you make of it. You don't give up. When I came back for the second time, before I started the criminal justice system, I wanted to go into banking. And Stark County had a banking institution to put together, and they were mentoring these kids. And I was one of them. At the end of our graduation, I was selected to give a speech to the banking group from all bank governor and bank director, everybody. After that, they told me to come to Citizen Bank, and they were going to give me a job. I went there. I saw the people with money and things. I said, I'm from Liberia. I can't do what they want here. I don't even want to be teller. So I asked the guy, I said, I want to go to school. Let me just be a cleaner, something like that. I started cleaning. But the point here is this: determination. At that time, I made on a bowl. That's way back in 1982. I made a bowl where I said at the end of the bowl period, I will be a civil engineer. I had at that time, what's his name? Sugar Ray Leonard was boxing. So I had his picture when he has a beautiful house. I have his picture. I have in the middle of it, I have my record player because we come from Liberia. Turntable was the best thing to have those days when you're young. You got turntable, you're good. I have my turntable. Then at the end, I have civil engineering. The point here is set a goal for yourself and for everybody else. And what I didn't know about this government, that they had no plan. When President Waka was talking to them, when he was running campaign, these young people refused to put plan together, how to govern. After the election, because I participated in some of the conversation. After the election, they decided to form sectors, public works sector or technical sector. Well, they have sectors. And most of the sector leaders, they were not in it doing it for the interest of the party. They were in it for the interest of themselves to show that they are capable and they want to be the leader. And so once you're selected as sector leader, automatically you are now become a minister when that sector take hold. A friend of mine, he was part of the technical sector. They wanted him to go to transport. He said, "No, I'm an engineer. I can't contribute effectively to the Ministry of Transport. What am I going to do over there?" Okay. He didn't go there. He did not go there. When you're doing these things in government is a entity for the country. It's an entity. Mr. So, good evening. Thank you for joining us. Just give us a minute. We'll bring you back in here quickly.
I am not happy tonight.
Yeah. You. It doesn't matter. I'm running. You're not here to disturb me. You're not gonna take me off my game yet. So, the main point here, Jerry, that I'm making is that when you bring these people on board to help, and they have no plan, that's why they couldn't get along. They were not getting along with John Malou. John Malou, if you remember, keep asking, "You want me to do A? What is the term of reference? What is the end result that you expect out of me?" Many of these ministers got nothing. in terms of reference. This is what we're going to need to do. This is what we're going to do. This is the end result. They got nothing. And this is what we have. Someone who have nothing. And if you play football, when you play football, before the ball comes to you, if you're a good player, before the ball comes to you, you already play all these kind of stuff in your mind. What are you going to do? Let me play this interesting video here. See you, I'm not going to make plow with you tonight because I saw what you've done for this platform. So I'm not going to make plow with you tonight.
Yeah, but I also want to tell you, I'm not here as
Man, you will be here as a around.
as an
No, no,
observer. I have something.
you are my guest. I don't want to make plow with you
No,
tonight.
no, no. I'm not a guest.
Okay,
I'm
but
not
you
a
will.
guest.
You sit tight. You sit tight. You're not gonna come and try to take my show. I said I'm not gonna fight with you because you did some wonderful thing for the platform. So
That's not important. We
okay,
have
that's
a
not
lot of
important.
things
Sit
to talk
tight, sit tight, sit tight, Mr. So. I don't want to park you in the garage, but sit tight. Jerry, let me play this video, and then we're gonna start our conversation from there.
Help welcome our honored, distinguished guest, the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King.
Thank you very kindly. Because I have other engagements, I don't have a tradition of being brief all the time. You know, I'm a Baptist preacher, and we can talk a long time. But I'm going to really be brief today. I want to ask you a question, and that is, what is in your life's blueprint? This is the most important and crucial period of your lives, for what you do now and what you decide now at this age may well determine which way your life shall go. And whenever a building is constructed, you usually have an architect who draws a blueprint. And that blueprint serves as the pattern, as the guide, as the model for those who are to build the building. And a building is not well erected without a good, sound, and solid blueprint. Now, each of you is in the process of building the structure of your lives. And the question is whether you have a proper, a solid, and a sound blueprint. Well, life for none of us has been a crystal stair, but we must keep moving. We must keep going. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl, but by all means, keep moving.
We're not hearing you. Nobody's going to be reminding you here tonight, please.
Mr. So, why you coming here to come forward with offer? I say I appreciate you doing the platform the way you improve the platform and things like. Why you want to come forward with me here tonight? You know what I'm saying?
I want to talk.
Yeah, but you will talk. That you think I brought you here for you to be quiet? You will talk, but wait for your time.
Mm.
This is a society of civilization And you are one of those. So civility is going to take root here tonight. But let me say this here. These are things for me, Jerry, that we lack in Liberia. We lack people who are running, who are in authority. They have no plans. They have no plan whatsoever. Because if you have plans, stealing is not going to be part of your plan. I don't believe. Because a plan that you are willing to share with friends will not include stealing, will not include the kinds of behavior we're getting from these young people. And that is the most painful one. Who are we? Do we have a blueprint for our country? Or anybody can come in and create their own? What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Let me bring in Mr. Soul. Jerry, are you still there? No? Okay. Let me bring in let me bring in Mr. Soul. Mr. Soul, good evening. What's on your place? Yeah, okay. Here come my co-host. Let me bring Jerry. So let me bring in Mr. Soul. Mr. Soul, what's on your plate? If at all you got to play here tonight.
I am bleeding.
You're bleeding.
I am bleeding. I
Go
feel
ahead.
very hurt.
Okay.
I refuse to eat today
Why?
at work, not even the lunch. And my staffs and other supervisors, they were concerned. And I was compelled to, I displayed to show them, not because I wanted to exhibit. I've never shown that sort of behavior ever at work. But today, I felt my scarf of 1986 reopens today. My scarf of 1986. When Samuel Doe, then president of the Republic of Liberia, unleashed AFL soldier from the 77th Barrack and clave students of the Wallen V.S. Stutman High School, my alma mater, and we were brutalized. That cassette, that recording, that replay, after years, found ourselves in such a civilized society. Someone who served as a president, vice president for 12 years, who worked in government for the long years, who should know the pains of students, deliberately on purpose allowed his security forces to brutalize. I felt the pains of what they went through today. It served as a reminder to me, 1986, and it's like a scarf reopens. And I'm glad you brought the talk about the blueprint in politics. You know why it is. And you guys sit here, you never ask for the blueprint. You never ask any questions. You're very judgmental. And you hear now with your bodies, and you think it's okay. Jerry, Terry, Joseph Boyka, and the Unity Party government, it is glaring. This old man is unable to govern. He's driven the country into chaos that we have never seen in the history of our politics. And that might potentially create a compelling situation for us to be part of the process. But Joseph Boyka, today, it was just a news. It was just like the day I received the death news of my mother. To see my fellow cardinals, young folks, young people, to be tear gas. And we have not seen anyone with any sort of condemnation. And now you're asking us for the blueprint. That was the blueprint you, Samson, told and your allies were asking for in the first place. Now you try to remove him out of the picture, that give people responsibility. He is the captain of this vessel that we found ourselves in. But now I'm wondering, like the BBC reporter during the heat of the war, we are now in a vessel with an unknown technician. When we have a technician, when there should be a captain, but the vacuum now is, we are in trouble. And there's no need that you guys come here to sugarcoat and to kind of give you a new nomenclature, to kind of be the fixer, to be the one to reconstruct this.
Thank you.
The liberal progressive, 2-3 days I have not been on this program.
It doesn't mean you're going to talk for 2 days. That's not how it works.
Okay, yeah, I understand. I know you are very uncomfortable.
Whatever, we give you the time.
Yeah, I know you and your guys are very, very uncomfortable.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. However way you want to character, but we give you the opportunity.
Can you allow me to?
Okay, go ahead. You got 30 seconds. Go ahead, wrap it up.
Okay, this is what. Yeah, no, Jerry will not talk. Terry will not say anything. You are putting timeline on my talking now, which is okay. But it is sad. And I'm looking to the audience going to be watching here tonight. What are you guys going to be very direct or you're going to be politically correct as usual? It's up to them. But tonight, I am not even going to eat tonight, just to let you know.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. You're not hungry. You're not hungry. That's okay. You're not hungry. If you're hungry, you will find something to eat. We're not going to go into that. But let me welcome the Rescue 2. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you again, Terry. Let's hear from you. What's on your plate?
What are the new name now? Rescue.
This is Mr. So you say you joined the Ramadan family or what? Because I don't know. Because you are trying to break the Ramadan today. I don't know, but you know all those kind of things.
This is unbelievable.
What you want Terry to feel sorry for you? He asking you whether you not. I didn't see that coming.
It's hard. You guys are insensitive to people. You know, it's in your favor. So the liberal is pretending here as if what is happening. You know what? Carry on. I'm not in the Ramadan. I'm naturally.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. The protest today was organic, but then again, on the other hand, we still don't know how the protest, because we're reading something here that says that from the finance ministry, I've done the finance ministry, but the educational, under the education system, they are saying that these people have been paid, the salaries have been paid. So we don't know what kind of information, who disseminated the information, who gave a misinformation to the students, for the students to come on the street, and for the police to react like the way they did. I want to join Liberal to condemn.
How would a student come in the street when teachers are not in the classroom?
Yeah,
you don't let him talk. He's getting ready to make the statement. Public statement, public declaration. Go ahead, Terry.
So I want to condemn Liberal. I want to condemn the act.
What else said?
I want to condemn the act.
Now you're speaking like a man.
I want to
Liberal. Condemn me.
God forbid. I wanted to.
Mr. So, will you please let the
but I thought you said you want Ramadan.
What Ramadan? The man eating have a kobo is there Ramadan. I beg you,
man. People who can be fasting, they can't talk too much.
Exactly. Look at that somebody who eat there. I beg you, man. Go ahead.
I want to condemn the police action against the students. This, like Mr. So said, this reminds us about the bloody past. And when you see these kind of signs, it's not good for Liberia. It's not good at all. You know, there have been consistent trend of badness that have been happening in recent time that I don't see it is not good, and I don't know. That's why I've been asking, what is the political advisors to the president? Because you have consistent trend of, bad things happening, and nobody to curtail it. And you're going to progress. When I saw the protest station from the UL students, when they went to that place, these are the signs of the past that you don't want to be repeated in your government. These signs are indicators that trouble is coming. They are indicators that trouble is coming. They don't miss. When God begins to show you these signs, it means put your horse in order. JMB knows that. He trained to these things. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what he's doing.
I don't think he
You
knows
know.
anything.
But when you talk about the blueprint labor, I want to differ with you for a little bit. The blueprint is not with the people that follow JMB. The blueprint is with the president. The president said he wanted the job. He went to the people and made a case. He convinced the people and told the people that I have a vision.
Thank you.
Like what the late Martin Luther King said. I have a vision. I have the blueprint to lay out the way for Liberia. And the people trusted him and said, yes, we believe you can. It is his responsibility squarely and not on those who work with him. And we must look at him tonight and tell him the truth because the indicators are getting louder.
You are speaking like a spiritual man now. I want to believe there's some sort of a good sense of spiritual mind in you. You are speaking.
Thank you.
Speaking out. I know he's uncomfortable with what you're saying now. See, Jared?
So, yeah. So I'm praying for Liberia. I'm praying for the president as well. For the president to wake up. I am convinced that the president have every willpower in him. You know. Oh, Breakable reinstated my position. What? I who are sleep good tonight.
And that guarantee before they not go, you were taken for you. Trust me, that one.
In that guarantee.
But anyway, thank you, Terry.
Yeah, so that's it, man. We just gotta pray for Liberia. Yeah, the indicators are not looking good.
Thank you. Let me go back to Jerry. Jerry, I know you and I, before the two gentlemen came in here, you and I started the process of condemning already these people action today. So there's nothing here that we're making excuses for anybody. But let me come to you on this issue here. You heard Martin Luther King say, whatever you do, if you cannot fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you cannot walk, by all means, crawl. Jerry, I know with our age, these are much, much more painful to us than it is with many of the young people. In that they have time. We also have time. In God's name, we also have time. But in terms of expending our energy to get certain things done, it is a little bit challenging, so to speak. And so when the campaign was going, we believe, because many of these young people told us themselves that we know the old man, he has a certain age, and it's because of us that we will make sure Liberia get moved. What the old man is unable to lift, as long as he stand behind us and continue to encourage us, we will lift it up. And we believe these young people. Today, they're not even trying to lift up the fella. Chicken fella, they're not even willing to lift it up. They are behaving and they want the president to come and start. Okay, yes, I dismiss you, I dismiss you, I dismiss you. That's not how it works. That's not how Liberian culture is. That's not how Liberia
is. What are you talking about?
Mr. So, please. That's not what Liberia is. And let me come to you, Jerry. Like I said, for me, it's very difficult to deal with. But let's hear from you on this here. Mr. So came out here and said some very serious stuff with what happened today. And he's very hurt. That's for sure. Because that's his school. He attended Tottenham High. And he also had the experience of being having the military turn against them. With us, 79, we had to use potato green to try to wipe the tear gas out of our faces. So those things bring up bad memory. But what are we going with this thing here, Jerry? What do you think? Talk to me, please.
Well, it is interesting. And, you know, sometimes you want to say good thing, and the way you present it they tend to be a bad thing. Well, sorry, Mr. Soul, for your previous uh, calamity. But you see, we have to have discipline and courtesy within our society. And the discipline comes with the same responsibility as the individual. And the two government you're talking about, we have a civilian government and we have the military government. During your time where you alleged that, there was brutus on Tottenham High campus, it was military government. Now we have a civilian government. And the responsibility of the government is to restore law and order. That's the
So,
principle of the government, to restore
so
law and order.
just for correction to carry on. At that time, Doe was then, even though originally he's a military man, but it says he was then the constitutionally elected president.
Well,
So that
I
blood
think
clot,
it was
it was still
PRC
in the
government. We don't
bloodstream.
have
So
the
it was still in
constitution.
the
The
bloodstream.
constitution. The constitution was suspended. The constitution was suspended until 1986 before we got a new constitution. So the constitution was suspended. The constitution was suspended. So of original degree until 1986. So if you are talking about post PRC or pre PRC, there are two different things you're talking about here. Okay. The point here is, look, we have to have some discipline in ourselves, but that's my opening statement. And if that is again, bring the video, play it, let the world see it. I know you say you are hurting, play the video,
I
let
should
us
play
see
what?
it. The video you're talking about that one
In
some of
1986,
today.
I should play 1986
No, I'm
video.
not talking. I'm talking about today current event. I'm talking about I'm talking about current event. The one happened today that you said that people were floods. Okay, you should come as a journalist. You should be prepared to bring it and say, "This is what happened to the Liberian today. This is what happened." But look, let's be realistic here. It's about time for us to take responsibility ourselves.
Your guy is embarrassed. That's why he left.
Oh,
Because
no, but you just
Embarrassed for what? Why would I be embarrassed?
you're not embarrassed. I just telling you what it
No,
is.
I
We
left because
have
I
to.
had to get something. Why you want to? Why you want to bring up things that?
No,
he's
listen.
ashamed
We
of what
have to
he has
take.
done.
Look, we have to take responsibility. If today, I mean, look, police brutality, I have written against it. I do not tolerate police brutality. I've never encouraged anybody children to be murdered or be hurt or be raped or do anything of that nature. But at the same time, they have some responsibility. And the police have some responsibility. At the same time, they have to restrain some orders and bring it under control. It was out of control, perhaps, but at the same time, who are the agitators?
What is he talking about this evening?
Oh, well, what do you mean what I'm talking about? I'm talking about what you just said.
Mr. So, will you please let
Okay?
the
Who are the
poet explain
agitators?
his statement?
Eh? You see, in anything to happen, it has to have an anti-procedure. Anti-procedure, I mean, what led to the police to do such a thing? What did they? And to have control, say police brutality. No, I never control police brutality. And I did same way myself. We have said it over and over here. Our police people need to be trained. We need to be exercised, restrained. We have to be proactive rather than to be reactive. And these are some of the things I will talk on the show. That we need to train our police how to handle such a situation. Let's go back. Maybe you'll forget. We'll forget some. June what? June 7th, and there were water candle used. First time for it in Liberia to use hot water on a demonstration. So look, this thing happened so that some who do research and analysis, how do we prevent this thing? Look, we have to find means to control this thing. Like Terry said, but it's about time that we start thinking. What do we do on the issue? How to prevent it not to happen? That would be my stand.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Jerry. Let's welcome Dr. Jones. Let's just join us here. Doc, good evening. Thank you for joining us here tonight. We're having some fruitful discussion here. We hope to have you, your own contribution. I'm not too sure which way you want to start, but what is on your plate? If you want to start that way, that's fine. If you have anything else you want to talk about, let's give you time. Go ahead, Doc. Let's hear from you. Dr. Jones.
Give the man a chance. Let you settle.
Okay.
So,
So what I mean? You come
Uh,
on this show because you're angry, so you want to come and demand our moderator today. I think that is nice to hear. You know,
thank you, co-host. Thank you for standing up for us. Let's hear from you before Dr. June comes back, Mr. Soul.
co-host, this is a complete disgrace. The behavior of you guys on this network. His featured expressions simplify. It speaks for itself. The guilt in Jerry back on tonight, but he's unable to look in the eyes. And Terry did the right thing. Terry
my eyes is
completed
open. My
this.
eyes is open. And Cynthia accused me
Your,
about
your eyes are
Mr.
open.
What I say he's
You,
sleeping.
you find yourself in a very miserable situation. This is why your own host
Mr. Soul,
decided to.
Mr.
I'm talking.
Soul,
Okay,
Mr.
let me make
Soul,
my
please
point.
address the issue and
I'm
don't
making
address the audio. I mean, don't address the panel.
to
Address
the
the issue,
panelists
please.
that I can speak. I want the panel when the
Yeah,
analysts are
if
done.
you're going to speak, if
But
you're
look,
going to speak, speak on issue.
what
Forget
you
about the
call issue?
panelists. These are
Okay. So the
co-hosts
issue
and
here,
the rescue too. Please.
the issue here, this train, we are in a train now with an unknown technician, and that unknown technician, unfortunately, you brought a person who you claimed to be a technician who was equipped, and you took us in the middle of the sea, and only to realize this technician does not even have a spanner or a screwdriver to tighten any screw. And Terry did the right thing tonight. Look, whether pre or post PRC, I'm telling you, people who knows the story, 1986, when the government used the armed forces of Liberia. It is the same Morovia consolidated school system. What is the precursor of this whole thing here? Who brought it? It is the government brought it on your set. It was the same not paying teachers. You have lawmakers, you have government spending recklessly, and you have teachers not going to classes, and you expect students. And I listened to one of the students today. He said, "Oh, you're telling us that we can't pass this, we can't pass YA because all of these things." What we are saying here, we should call it as it is. Joseph Boyka, he knew the problem he was walking into, and for us to come here and to be politically correct, as if he doesn't know, it's wrong. It's wrong. We know your political interest is in it, but I think the interest of Liberia must come first, and that's the humble, that's the honest thing. The Reverend here did tonight, disassociate himself completely with you, the liberal, and you started up here by saying blueprint, blueprint. Oh, why didn't you ask him what was the blueprint? So he just see you up something and brought it to you, and you decide to run with it, and you saw this. People bought unknown pig in a bag, thinking that it was a pig to cover dinner.
That is
And
your
guess what?
opinion.
That was dry wood that can't even light a fire for people to cook.
Thank you. Thank
Joseph
you.
Boyka, at this
Thank you.
point in time,
You must be really hungry tonight. Talking about dry wood and cooking and all that kind of stuff. LPI. You must be really hungry. But that's okay. You will eat later. Let me, Doctor Jones, Mr. So. Thank God, Mr. So does not have the power to overthrow anybody. Speaking about nobody is in charge, the captain is now on the wheel, and no technician, all that kind of stuff he's talking. We know this ship is being guided by an experienced captain, and that the captain is going to sail effectively and make sure that the ship land to port, go to port correctly. Let's
Who's the
hear
captain?
Mr. So, Mr. So, I
No,
am
so who's the captain? I
Mr.
just asked him.
So. You are the CEO. I'm the board chair. My power is bigger than you. Let's hear from you, Doc.
Yeah, thank you, Lebro, and my greeting to the fellow panelists.
Just come over your time. We know where you're coming from. Let's hear from you. Don't come sugarcoat anything. Give it to us as it is, Doc.
Uh, I don't know why we continue to grandstand around here. We knew, as the COE said, the president knew. The president told the Nigerian radio station during his visit to Nigeria on one of those occasions, and he was asked the question, with all the problem in Liberia, you think you're the best person to solve the problem? And His Excellency told the journalist that he know what he is getting into.
Yes.
He made a statement. He said, I know what I'm getting into. He said, but corruption is all. He said, oh, corruption will be the things of the past when I'm elected. So I don't understand when we come back again and begin to bite our own legs and say why the police is doing this. The police is just doing its job. If His Excellency is up to the speed and fulfilling what he told the Liberian people, at least partially, I don't think we will be talking some of these things around. It's like things are deteriorating. A demonstration is part of the democratic process. And I keep hearing people saying, oh, this is a sign. It's not a sign. It's part of the political package. If you manage it well, it will go well. If you don't manage it well, it will come back to haunt you. Joseph Barker lived through an age where there have been demonstrations before. He knows. So it's not a sign.
Speak that.
It is a reminder that you need to wake up from your slumber and do what you promised you said you're going to do. And the police is doing exactly what it was trained to do. And I think the police were even lenient today. And secondly, the demonstration, I think it's just piece of the pie. Because we keep saying on the platform from time to time that even the issue of the tabletop issue in Liberia, the president has forgotten the tabletop issue. And so there's a saying that if the child will be a good child, you will tell when the child starts to crawl. You see? So I foresee more problems coming into Liberia. This is just a prelude.
God forbid.
No, enough, God forbid, we are running a political system. We are not running a church. This is a political system that the masses have the right to give their feedback.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank
So
you, Doc.
those of the sympathizer and
Thank you, Doc. Thank you.
You got to rise up
Thank you,
and
Doc.
tell the government to live up to expectation.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you very much. We'll come back to you. Let me go to rescue too.
Sorry to say, but the missteps are beginning to bite.
Okay. Terry, thank you. Thank you for again here tonight. Doc, thank you very much for those wonderful words. And I think those of us that support this president will take those as a sign. As a sign that if these things are not ratified effectively or quickly, that perhaps we might find ourselves in a different position. Terrence, let's hear from you. You heard everyone else. What would be your second comment on this here, and then perhaps after that we'll move on to another subject matter.
So I think further, we need to know what really happened. I'm reading something here from the finance
Hey,
ministry that,
there you go.
that is
Good, I have
actually,
I'm a matter here.
Mr.
No,
So we don't
I
listen
was
to.
just talking
Yeah,
about,
no,
I
no, no,
think
no. We're
all
not
we
gonna listen. We're not. The Terry is speaking. Why are you putting something else up there? Go ahead, Terry.
wow, this is
so
unbelievable.
so I believe times have changed, but
We said I'm a country. I
times
didn't
have
know that.
changed. We are in different dispensation, but and they respond to this dispensation to issues are quite different from past dispensation. But the finance ministry says something that this problem, from what I'm reading here, is not about salaries. I think it's about voluntary teachers under the MCSS
That's right.
that have not been
Put on
connected
payroll.
to the payroll.
That's right.
So that is what is happening here. So students are feeling, because when these voluntary teachers who are expecting that their name be on the payroll, because remember now the government made mention of something very important earlier on in this year about raises, and the budget was passed, and there are some government employee, teachers and other things, nurses, all of that have received a little bit of raises, and while others have not. They also promised that there were voluntary teachers which status were going to be regularized and put on the payroll. So apparently these teachers are not seeing any change in their salary, and they are not seeing any change in regularizing their status to be uh, uh, accepted as civil servants on civil servant payrolls.
Right.
So apparently this is why they strike. And the strike now have led the students to go on the street. You know, so I think the government is saying that immediately they had a meeting to address the issue, which is fine. The only problem I have is the aspect of the attack on the students. Young as those boys were, I saw some kind of video where the policemen were literally picking, dragging the little boy on the street. You
Mm-hmm.
can't do that to your citizen. And nowadays, it's not like before, where everything was behind the camera. This time, you on the sorry to say, but you on the toilet. If you even on the camo, people will videotape you. You understand? So you gotta be very careful with what you do. And I don't support the government action today, and not the whole government, but the police action in regards to the attack on the students. But also, we should note that the UL students joined the students to cause chaos, and probably that stirred up the aggression. The UL students, there were UL students that I saw who joined the beginning in the group, the mix up. So all of those things was not necessary, but what prompted it is because of the thing. So this is where we are, labor. We just have to be honest with the truth and tell the people that
And
we have
that's
to
and
we have to move on and do better. We can't continue this down the road. Let the other day the military were on the street. They were beating one police officer and all of that. The president did not speak to that issue. The next following day, the next following week, the UL students, they were brutalizing to the football place, people beating people. The president did not say anything. Today, students are on the street demonstrating. I think from saying yesterday, the president yet have not said anything. I don't know. The blueprint is with him.
thank you. Thank you, Terry. Before I come to you, Jerry, back in my area, we have a tribe. We are from Bison, but we have a tribe that called Bison. So Bison, those days, way back, they have a devil. And the devil, when he come to town, after doing all the devil dancing and things like that, then he run behind the house. And he say, oh, y'all come, leper, now catch me, oh. Then when the people run because they want to save their leper, they say, oh, I'm just joking, man. Oh, my people, y'all come, leper, now catch me, oh. When they run there, until finally leper grab him, he say, my people, y'all come, leper, they say, you just joking. This is why you don't lie in a setting like this. If the confidence that people have in you, if the confidence start eroding like a sand on the bridge when the water start carrying the sand, where erosion start taking place, it's difficult to control. You might not see it, naked eye don't see it usually unless you dive under the water. But if you're not careful, your foundation going to collapse on you because there's nothing that stands on, which is the truth. If you are not truthful, you lie to the people. And the people think, say, okay, this man is not ready to tell us the truth. When the real time comes for you to be truthful, they say, no, you were never truthful before. And you're going to find yourself difficult. In order for you to lead a country such as Liberia, and for President Waka to actually, because he wants to do good for the people, and in order for him to do that good for the people, he needs to bring the people on board with him. You heard what's his name? Nafan was saying the other thing, finance minister was saying, challenging time ahead. Donald Trump and his people are not putting that USA back right away. Challenging times all over the world. Prices are going up. It's going to come down to Monrovia. But you need the people to trust you. So that when you say, my people, today I don't have the oil to eat, they know you don't have oil. Let me go to Jerry. Jerry, we're going to change the subject matter here.
Right? Or man, I change you.
You can tell your own.
All right. Let me address it before we change to the next subject matter you're gonna count.
But wait now, hold on, Jerry. Hold on 1 minute, Jerry. Mister, so what you mean? Me are not changing you. You think that some kind of Suzu club will run here? This is a Liberal Public Radio. The CEO is on the board direction. I am here running my show here. There you am. When I say we changing. What you mean? Me are not changing you. You think that some kind of Waterside club will run here? Me are not changing you.
No, but
Mister,
Liberal,
so
the issue has not been exhausted.
Dr. Jules, the Liberal is on the floor. Go ahead, Jerry, co-host,
He's
please.
trying to avoid it.
Here's the point.
Yeah.
The police, like Dr. June said, the police are trained to restore peace into the place. Let's look at it from a different perspective. If the police are silent, surrounded, and do nothing, and they burn the school down or somebody get killed, then what happened? Then what are you gonna say? Oh, the police didn't do nothing. That's the responsibility of the police to bring law and order into our society. That's what they are trained for. That's what they are paid for. That's why the taxpayer getting the money. But at the same time, that's not getting the right. At least you have a hand. But listen, it's all over the world. Even the great United States, you are seeing it here. The police go out of hand. Even in the seen roll out of here myself, you saw it. So that's not a justification. But the idea that is the police have to maintain law and order in place. Look at it from the police perspective. If at all the police are just too bad and nothing happened, then what happened? They say, oh, the police didn't do nothing. They went there, they just too bad and nothing happened. But let's go back. These things, they are far deeper than what people think because they see the action. Look, most of the people who are the volunteer teachers, some of them cannot even pass the exam they're supposed to pass or get a certification to teach in the school.
Wow.
And when they can't pass the thing, and they say, look, we can't pay you, or you gotta be suspended until you can go and take the test and pass the civil service test and pass and become architect. Oh, we're teaching and we're not doing it. No, you are not qualified to be in the classroom. So for that reason, we need to, yes, some will still complaining, say, oh, the teachers are not qualified, or the people are not passing the, what is it, the wire or national exam. Who are the qualified teachers that teach in the school? So we try to weed them out, and it becomes an architect and say, oh, listen, work to the play, I have not gotten paid. These are the things people just come, oh, you heavy hand. But no, what happened? Let's go back to even down to the security apparatus. SS. When Mr. K said, most of them here, you're not qualified to be in, they can't pass the aptitude test. They were brought in and say, you know what, we can't do it. Or you got to go back on the police academy and do the training. If you take the training, if you pass the training, we will still give you the job. And we'll begin an issue. So where are we going? People who are not qualified to do these jobs. Eh? These are the issues we are facing. It's not about that, oh, the police do it. No, about 37 or EPS. They were brought in and say, okay, fine. We'll give you the opportunity. Go back to the academy, go do it. If you pass the academy, you pass the test, you get a certification, your job will still be here. What did they? They took the street, they were demonstrating.
Thank you. Thank you. So, thank you, guys. Thank you very much. I just want to make the point quick here. And these are some of the things that we consider to be unsincere Liberians. The NAFTA acting director general is now calling for a financial audit of $3.1 million in arrear. The former director general just sued Liberian government for 1 point something of $10 million. Now the man being offered for more than a month now. Today he says something arrear. These are things when you do, people don't trust you. Because Liberian will now you quit, the woman sue you, now you say something happened. Why did you not initiate this type of process immediately when you took office? 1 month into it, the woman now sue you, then you say they're some kind of real other coming happen. You do those, even if you were sincere. Liberian where you quit those two has been uneven. But let me come to you, Mr. So. Thank you, Jerry. Let me come to you. If you care, you keep up the scene, Tabata, that's okay. But I want us to switch to this other position of the ECOWA and the House of Representative issues. Let's see if you have any contribution on that at all, Mr.
So, when we speak here, it is my time. I want to make reference to what exactly I want to talk
Mr.
about.
So don't lead Tamaha business. Hold on. Lead Tamaha business.
You can't
Because
stop me.
the only thing we know y'all about Tamaha is to get IRS. Y'all can't play football. Y'all don't know how to dance. The only thing we know about is giving IRS at all. So please, lead Tamaha business. Y'all Tamaha people.
Listen.
Yeah, man.
I know. In contest, you couldn't beat them when it comes to spelling
I
words.
can't play football. I can't play football. They can only give good IRS. That's
okay.
all we know there about.
Look, this is a serious conversation.
These were 10 academic
Mr. Wieser knows exactly. Just validated my point. And you think it's okay. You're playing fun with it. These are things that wake up people pain we are talking about. Your government, somebody who came with whatever code name and will try to decode rescue. You can't rescue and you're inflicting pains on people and you don't want us to talk about it? Look.
So let me ask you a question. Do you expect the government to sit down around and we just want to talk about them with
It's the co-host. He can ask questions whenever
so you're not addressing the issue. All you do is doing agitation, that's all.
Is that agitation? Go ahead. That's the agitation I'm doing? When your government is creating and Terry, he tries to walk back and you coming back, oh, some of the teacher were not qualified. Okay, you came as a qualified administrator. It is your job. That's what a good leader or a good administrator does. When you come, a system is not in place. You overhaul the system, you have the system fixed. You didn't do it. You have never, give me a break. You have never audited. You have never done, and people who've been volunteering for the past months, you didn't, your government did not pay them. You're traveling all over. Husband go one place, wife go one place, use massively using the wealth of the country, and teachers who are volunteering, you claim that they are not qualified. He never did anything to institute any training for them. You allow them to go in classrooms. Some of them assume they will work just to better the future of Liberia. And for you to come here to come tell us that, oh, they can't pass, they can't do this, they can't, that is a shame. Look, this administration, and I see how uncomfortable you guys, the liberal, you see there, if he had his own way, he will abruptly end this program tonight. But he can't do that. Let me come to the Capitol building issue. It's just the same. Joseph Boycott, because he thought he was in charge. Now, the man who jumps over there, they're not even listening to him again. For them to come here to tell us when delegations, they don't know the price that ECOWAS paid to Liberia. They didn't know look at the rendezvous schedule, meeting the executive, meeting the foreign ministry, and then for them to behave the way they behave, only when they come to crisis, then ECOWAS become ECOWAS. You see, this is why the people, they always allow us, we do our own things, and at the end of the day, it cut off with us. When things temporarily in good positions, no international community, no day when they ECOWAS international community come. And I want to end on there because I know you are in the process to shut me up. You know, I listen to not just on the news, I'm very sensitive to things that are happening. The sons these children were sinking, and this is why when it started here, of these political parties, your parties were initiating this malicious group. I said here before, I frown on it. There was a specific song these children were singing today. I am concerned. As politicians also embrace those things, and sometimes I go to their rally, people sing these things. We know these warlike songs. They serve us reminders of people, characters, and some of the horrific things that we experience. I am concerned. You didn't know, I didn't know, you remember how the whole situation to the country started when people started writing on the wall, writing phrases, different things, and we kind of like down. The songs, some of the songs that were time today, I am concerned is because of how volatile and fragile our society is. Joseph Boyka needs to step up his game.
Thank you.
As a leader, when you are a leader, you lead. But again, Kula for fun said it. He don't listen to news. He don't do anything. He lives on the mansion. He goes to bed. So he doesn't know what is happening is surrounding. And you think it's okay.
Thank you.
But why are you bringing your hair down? I'm facing the camera.
CEO, I am facing the camera. Thank you very much. Terry, let me come to you because the CEO spoke for both of them already. He took Dr. Mali's time and used that. So I'll come straight to you. Dr. Mali, the time ran out because the CEO spoke all of it, took all that time. So that's what you do when you bring both of them together because they join in one hips, and I'm not here to try to divide them here tonight. So when the CEO spoke for that long time, it took some time away from. So Terry, go ahead. You got 10 minutes. Let me go to Dr. Miley. Dr. Miley, go ahead. And I can go ahead and open the line.
Well, it was good that it was good that Liberal had a second thought because I'm sure the CEO are going to hold on the recipe and group rescue 1, 2, 3 to tell us no, but Liberal, to really be on a serious note, so many things has happened in our country for which we need to learn from. So many things has happened, you see. And what's going on now is a replay. And the serious part about what's going on now is this. The youth, they are rising up. And they are many. They are about 37% according to the Liberian census. So we got to be very case sensitive about the youth because any little thing happen, the people hungry in our country. The rebels are sitting there They disarm, they not demobilize. Some of them are still hanging around. There are a whole lot of vulnerable group in our town. So the late thing that start, oh man, you will not expect where people come from. Some people even start shooting. You see, people are hungry in our town. So I think Terry, the man of God, laid a very strong foundation here. He just listed some of the issues that I think we need to really pay attention to. But instead of paying attention to this thing, I think it would be good for the government to be proactive. The government got to be ahead of the game. If you have substitute teachers, for some reason, this salary been coming up, you're adjusting the budget, labor. What you do, you know the people will get on the street. Don't wait for the people to address you. Call them. Say, look, I'm aware of your problem. We'll do what we can do. We will try to work around this thing. But if you wait until things get to the boiling point, small demonstration in town now, oh man, all the hungry people go to jump inside. That's my worry. You see?
I agree.
In the vulnerable group, there are so many in our town. So look at the thing, all the thing, and Mr. Terry, Mr. Collins just listed here. So why the government has not been going into some of these things behind closed door, waiting until things getting out of hand? It's not a good practice.
Thank you.
So I hope they will use it now as a conduit to put it under control. There are other groups that may be addressing other issues. I learned that they have put fees. I don't know, it's a tariff or what on the electricity in town there. I don't know how reliable is that story. I learned they got a new managing director and he adding more to the fee when you go pay $25 for electricity. They give you $22 electricity current. That other population might rise up again. So the government got to be ahead of the game.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Doc. I think your point is well in place because these things can turn into ugly behaviors. Say, for example, what happened today? Why if the motor pam pam boys then decide to take the opportunity and join these people, then you have issues. So these are things that we always want to be mindful of. Folks, again, Samson told I brought probably I have with me here tonight. Jerry Bagon, the co-host, Terry Collins, Rescue 2, Dr. Malley, the other person, and then CEO, who is also the other person. They are with us here tonight.
Oh, wait
And
a minute now. You calling the CEO the other person?
you're a stranger. So again, if you care to participate, give us a call here 916-533. Let me take the yeah.
The butcher.
The boat here. This is Samson Tour. But before you say something, let me just say this here a little bit. We were talking about you last night, during the day of your soccer career, even though you shot, but you were too fasty on the field. You were just too much. Kicking people, knocking people down like you probably someone a steak or something like that. Yeah, man. I got some video. I said, but the Aaron running at this year, But anyway, go ahead, my brother. Let's hear from you. Hold on 1 minute. Let me. You're coming again. Someone wants edition call. The rest of it start calling. Here we go. Hold on. Okay, Aaron, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
How are you guys doing?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, great topic tonight. Let me applaud my brother Terry. I know Mr. Soul always speaking the truth. So I'm not gonna, he already got the credit I due to him already. But let me applaud my brother Terry tonight for hitting the knee right on the head. Look, Mr. Soul, Mr. Baco, his unions got to be Mr. Executive down. Because that's the only thing Mr. Baco does. Every time something wrong happens in this government, the only thing Mr. Baco will come to say, you start to scream it, the past government home, and this won't happen, and the use for other hot water bomb or what they were using and stuff like that. So, everything that you complain about, you're probably doing it twice than what happened. Every day, people wake up in the country. go to social media, it's something else in the country. Every day for the past 14 months. And all you guys can do is just come here and give excuses every day, Mr. Bible. It's not right. It's not right. They all been also for the 2 years experience. They learned that the 42 years you were really fat. Everywhere you went, you were fat. And not only Harry Johnson that you went to the platform. There was no else. What kind of things that happen in Liberia today? Okay? What kind of things? 1979 we were kids. But we all went happy. When people got in the street. The entire revolution in Nigeria, we saw what happened. You know, people dying. These are the things that were leading to these kind of stuff, little by little. And we're sitting there in the United States, trying to say that people, if I call that it is so, the other orders to do it. If the teachers not qualified, take the unqualified teachers from there and put the qualified teachers there. It's for government. That's what you're supposed to do. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Caller, you're next in line. Go ahead. What's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
Yeah, Mr. Pro and the rest of the panelists. My name is Ambrose. You know, I don't like to praise Terry, but at least sometimes Terry can try to be honest to the discussion.
Terry is a star to know.
No, it's not being a star, but you're doing a terrible job.
Look at that.
Because you see, honest.
What? I didn't hear you. What you say you're doing?
You're doing a terrible job.
No, because you most of the time you speak truth to power, but this time I don't know what happened. You then try to please the government because something gotta be true and say the honest truth. Let's do a comparison. If we have 5,000 teachers that are on the payroll, that's why the gentleman said they're not qualified. But if we have 5,000, what the average pay is less than $150. You can pay them for 5 months. 2 minutes of salary can pay them for 5 months. And I bet you all those ministers they take you pay regularly. When you get 500 teachers, not just 500 or 5,000 teachers, that they go 3 months without pay. But you get ministers there who their salary, 1 month salary can pay a majority of them. It's just $150 when instead of $75. What other place would be struggling for pay? You complain for pay. When you get people that are making 7,000 or 10,000 a month, and they get it regularly, they get scratch card, they get per diem, they get allowances for their cars. You go to work with no hesitation. For somebody that taking bus or pimping or motorbike will be crying for salary. That guy is just. For you to at least speak something, you can pass out the comment in an intelligent way without the filibuster so Mr. Two is standing against us. But your co-host trying to justify say the people not qualified. You know they're not qualified. After that, you can move them from on the payroll.
What, Jerry?
You run away.
Yeah, Jerry saying
Rescue 2 go on break.
Okay, let me merge the other color.
I'm right here.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead. It's okay. Guys, I might have to. Caller, are you there? Hello? Hello, are you with us? Okay, hold on. Okay. Let me call them each of one by one. So that was error. Okay. Let me call this number. Let him finish.
Hello?
Yeah, is it Ambrose?
Yeah, this Andrew.
Yeah, but sometimes when you're talking, the phone said, I don't have to do anything. That Chinese phone, the phone is said can get very up. But go ahead.
Yeah, it's a tool, the club, whatever tension we put in the country, they will one day come and blow out. We get too much of front, the police is fighting too much of front. And they take on the wrong tools. Now you get the motor guys mad at you. You get the representative mad at you. They only waiting for the Supreme Court to come up with that decision, and the Supreme Court is a disappointment to Liberia. That's why that lady took her case to ECOWAS. You just imagine a Liberian will not go to the Liberian court first, but should prefer to go to ECOWAS for ECOWAS to address an issue. The justice system in Liberia is declining by the day. Because there's something that they're dragging their feet on to get a bit of information. Why we should take a month? He said it was 2016. Now we'll move it to the 26th. How we just moving the goalposts?
That tomorrow. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you very much. Come back and join us again tomorrow, please. Thank you. Let me call this. Yeah. We'll be here tomorrow. We're gonna have a wonderful show again tomorrow. Let me call this other number here. Clarence David, I'll be coming to you shortly. Just hold on. Oh, okay. You don't want to talk. Let me go to Davis.
Hey, good evening, Mr. Tom.
Good evening, Clarence. How you doing? Last caller for the night. Go ahead. Let's hear from you.
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for the show tonight. Tonight I traffic show.
If you don't do draft here, can you imagine me having Shife with Dr. Mali and Alfonso? Are able to stay here? Like that draft, they must say like, what we can do here? Let's go ahead, talk your home, man.
Yeah, what is happening is that we should be able, even if we support somebody, we should be able to say the truth to the country. The country is our country. They are what we all were born. If we support a leader and the leader is not doing the right thing, don't tell the leader that you're not doing the right thing. But they had a thing, they said when you're a father in a house and you're there, you're cheering, continue to fight, and you're not making decisions, you are leading the family getting into a bad place. What I'm trying to say is this. The president, Mr. Barker, told to us, the Liberians, that all the bad things that happened during Jawiyata, all the good things that happened, he was going to do more, better than what the other leaders did. And he went along with Ellen for 12 consecutive years as vice president. At the end of the day, he cleared all the good ones and he rejected all the negative ones. He said he was a packer. Okay. You was a packer yesterday, today, you are the driver now, you are riding, getting the front seat, you are on the trainer. Why are you not performing? If every little thing that happened in government, nobody will hold a minister responsible, nobody will hold a police director responsible. They will say Joseph Boaka administration. The common example is Chatara. When Chatara was ruling the country with Anya him, at the end of the day, he bear the consequence. We are sitting on the contract and we are playing with it. We are making politics with it. Just imagine when the motorcycle got on the street the other time, there was a civil chaos in the city. If the student got on the street and the motorcycle is joined there, you will see that whole country is getting a us now. And what is happening is not because people continue to say the volunteer teacher. It's for the teacher for the MCSS school in Monrovia and not the entire country. Why you cannot get a superintendent at MCSS and bring a superintendent to the education minister and put them together and ask them what is going on? Why they noising the government? I brought it up on Sunday. I asked, I said, what is happening around the president? Is the president really in charge of the country? They had to see and say, when you're not able, it's getting a given. I think there would be more getting honorable, and then all they can make it, you get a country back.
What are you talking to?
Who are you giving the country to? Who are you giving it back to?
Give it to who say opposition, who say we can
Why
get
don't
a
you show
country
you are
under
right
door,
to
it's
that?
better for the have our country, it's a stable country. What kind of leaders you took over 1 year, 3 months, every day in the country, they don't understand the government. I'm a member of the Union Party. You brought it up tonight, you said the president not responsible policy. If the president really listen to the policy,
Very good.
I don't think so.
Clara on Tabata.
The truth.
Can you guys give Clarence chance? Can you guys give Clarence chance? Let you speak, please.
Okay, Clarence.
You are going to school. If somebody treat your child in that manner, how will you feel? These young children, are the future of the country. Just because of power, they will sit in there, hey, somebody getting our children bleeding on the street of Monrovia. They will say now you're supporting government. The government time will be over, but like people say with me. Don't say the truth to their leader. The army is not in charge. I said it, and the army continue to bring the opposition closer. What are those young men that were there all men from the beginning of the new party? Why you put all the young men aside? Why you put all the young men aside? Put all the awful that they are giving you minister today. Did you listen to their wife and their children? All the family using as a life insurance so they can get what they can get. They can get tomorrow anything happy.
Speak up.
Don't say the truth. Place the truth to where it belongs.
There we go.
Your country cannot be like that. We can't allow one army again to carry the country by the kill.
Thank you. Call back tomorrow.
Clarence to Nepal, you are the brain 1 year. You are oh God, Jesus Christ.
Well, let me say this here before we go back to the panel so that they can wrap it up for us. I know these things are very difficult time for all of us because the thing is, we heard when the president was running campaign thing he said he's going to do, and they are very fresh on our mind. But I want to say this to all of you guys that are up there listening and perhaps not quite happy with what is happening. The president we still got what, 4.5 years to go. It's still a long time. That's a long time. That matter when we come to you, tell you, let me tell you, it's a long time to come. So I will ask all of you guys to calm down, let the president find his good footing. And the president, you guys know, all of you guys know, he's very slow, but he's very determined. He's slow, but he will get it done. Let's wait and see. Let us don't put ourselves in the hands of these seditions that are waiting like hyenas, trying whatever little stuff they will try to wrap it around our neck. And let's try to resist that. Let's continue to support the president. And you can speak the truth. When you see something that is not right, say so. But I think the president is determined to save us all. You just remember the hole we were in when the president came to redeem us. Literally, we were in so much hole that there was nowhere else you could have gone. You couldn't have gone back to President We and his people. And the other people, they were not quite connected. And the president and then Ambassador Baka was speaking and striking the right notes for all of us. So let us just sit back a little bit and let the president and his people do the job. Let me go to you, Dr. Malik. Give us your closing. You got 1 minute, please.
Jared, co-host laughing.
CEO, Lebron, you keep saying that.
No, I am the board chair.
Okay, board chair. You keep saying that it's too soon to take His Excellency. I don't want to use that other word, but anyway, you keep saying it's too soon. And you keep also saying that we're pushing the president around. But I'm beginning now to see through the light that what happened in Georgia government and we came to the conclusion that you are taking the country into the wrong direction. I'm beginning to feel now that we are well judged unfairly from what I'm seeing right now. From what I'm seeing right now, it seems to be we were judging we are very unfairly. One, we expected the president by this time. We don't have the resources. We don't have all the resources. But there are some things that are going on right now that we can make a prediction that there are more problems to come in Liberia. We don't pray for it. First of all, the president brought on board the old guys 12 years ago. You brought all of them on board. You expect solution? That's the first thing. You keep talking about we gaining time. Do you expect solution? That one. 3, the president approach to fighting corruption. The kind of money that circulating in our system. Then you telling unpaid teachers, substitute teachers, no money, no money. The people are open. They see what's going on. The situation at the University of Liberia is not improving. The people seeing, the kids seeing what the people in authority are doing. People are misusing the resources. They're seeing it. Then you keep telling them, oh, SSR patient, oh, SSR. Who going to SSR that kind of patient? Labor. We are not on the platform to encourage any violence in our country or demonstrate. We want a peaceful country. We all want a peaceful country. But is the government putting in place a mechanism for a peaceful country? The answer is no. You see?
Thank you.
And to be very frank with you, to conclude, I just want to let you know now that there are about 6 vulnerable population in Liberia right now standing by to cause problems. And we as a government, we got to be ahead of the game. 1, the unemployed youth. They are angry in our town. Some of them don't even have food to eat. 2, the ex-soldiers who are now adults. No job for them. They're hanging all over the place. 3, the drop-off students. That's another vulnerable population in our town. They're all around. All right? The unemployment is high in our country. There's grown-up teachers. They're just Morovia. We're not talking about the Leeward counties. All right? The substitute teachers, their case is building up. The last time it was the soldiers' wives. All right? So what we're seeing here is that the government got to be on top of its game. Bringing in the old guy, most of them, they already rich and corrupt. You still brought them in. Then you're telling me, let's get a paper chance. Something will happen.
Thank you.
Will happen.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
How? Where that miracle is coming from?
Oh, thank you. Terrence, when God ready to provide miracle, it don't tell you where it's coming from.
No, you gotta do your homework first before God.
That's why we pray
halfway.
That's why we pray every day.
The man of God will tell you. You got to do your part.
Thank you. Terry, what's your closing, my brother? I hope you don't do what Dr. Mali did. He said 1, then he jumped to 3, no 2. So please, let's hear from you.
Dr. Mali just opened his laundry list, so we checking inside. But Liberal, you're
the star tonight. You're the star from this Terramasi sedition. You're the star tonight. Go ahead.
I don't want Clarence to get discouraged from this network then that they can go on to listen to the news and things and change the narrative of the way they think about the president in which they support it. But there is something that keep coming to my mind. The Lord said in the Bible, he said to Prophet Samuel, he said, how long will you mourn over Saul, seeing that I have rejected him? When God say he rejects somebody and you decide to go and bring them back, the trouble that you're looking for, you will get it. The trouble you're looking for, you will get it. The previous leadership, every time Liberia was faced with a heavy duty
You and
suffering,
people coming to Vacola now.
you know, I can wait for the ending because I can be go to bed.
You know, leave it alone.
Break it,
You come
coming
and
to
tell
the
them,
pastor job for me again.
you come and tell them God rejected Saul. Go ahead.
The Lord said, how long, Samuel, will you mourn over Saul, seeing that I've rejected him? God brought President Weah to change Liberia. God wanted for President Weah coming from among the people to change the trajectory of the country. A young man, the most popular African when they come to soccer, the man that had everything in him. Liberia gave him everything.
Okay.
Say, Leo, yeah, Papi. He let the people down. And God rejected him.
Okay.
Then you say we should go because today we're having some instability in the country. We're having problems here and there. That Almighty is telling us that we did not do the man fair. No. It was a divine intervention. Just how God intervened when it came to Charles Taylor and took Charles Taylor from the country, carrying him far from Liberia. God loves us. Anytime trouble coming, God can deliver us from it. If JMB is a trouble of mass destruction, I can guarantee you that God will take JMB from power. I'm telling you. I myself will be on the front line to pray against bad leadership. I'm already starting the initiate. I already have initiated the prayer.
Oh, really?
You understand? So if JMB is not the right man for Liberia, just how God been rejecting other leadership, God will reject him. God will reject him. So in my opinion, Libra, is that we cannot go back to where we were and say, God, like I hear people saying, oh, you guys are not good. You're that you're the one brought the thing on us. What they will bring on you, Doc? Look at the country. You don't see a big difference. If you cannot see a difference from what you were on 6 years and now, there's something seriously wrong with you. Something got to be wrong with you. If you can't see the difference from the 6 years of the former leadership and now, there's something seriously wrong with you. And most of the people that are talking, they have not gone back home to see the difference. That's the reason why they're talking. So, in as much JMB government is behaving bad, they're doing some things that are not right, but these things can be fixed. Let's give it time. Let's be hopeful. The action today, again, I want to reiterate to condemn that the police had no business of dragging young students that are struggling. That what Dr. Mali said. Dr. Mali is 100% correct. The people suffering in the country. You know, when I went to Liberia the few days, you know how much person were to 1 kobo something? 3 person will put money together to eat kobo at the attire shop. 3 person. They had to join money to eat kobo. So if you carry the tariff up, you should make sure you carry the tariff on certain goods that will not affect the people directly when they come to the daily food, the daily feeding. Otherwise, be prepared for another uprising. And the uprising will not finish. And I also prospect a huge protest if JMB do not put a house in order. Thank you, Deborah.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you very much. Let's hear from you, CEO, and then the co-host.
Rescue.
Take
Rescue 2.
Yeah.
I
Let's hear from
think
you.
tonight, Tuesday, there's a big redemption on this network. The last couple of days, the so-called FET party that was being exhibited here because we were absent to put people into check. I think it was aborted tonight. People are sad. You can see how the so-called camp is in disarray to their dismay. They didn't know we were going to be here in full. They wanted us to be restrictive to speak what they want us to talk about. They try to limit our conversation, but I think our message went well. And the likes of Clarence, tonight, he was humiliated by the liberal and his folks because he expressed his view. And, this is what makes LPR is a unique network. We allow people to speak, even though there are folks here who claim to be CEO, and a CEO must be like not CEO, board, director, whatever, so-called board chair to be a one to embrace everybody. But he's very selective. His phone picks who he wants them to talk. Abandoning his co-host in the midst of a big program. Co-host was incomplete, like a missing guy. And you see how he's like he's a wandering person here this evening. Well, Terry, you can walk back whatever statement you want to walk back, and where we say yesterday and that today. Look, I am not looking in the past. We saw all of this that happened in the past, and the Liberian people took a decisive political decision. And you, the likes of Jerry Bacon, liberal, who they don't know, he doesn't know them, but he was blowing the trumpet here 24/7. Now he's so embarrassed. He's unable to even keep the conversations for 90 minutes, cutting off the shows, limiting our talking point here, putting timeline on us, allowing Jerry Bacon to speak endlessly. But this is what you guys do. That is okay. The last 2 days party, I can tell you, it's over. And we'll be very, very aggressive. We'll respect your civil liberties. We'll welcome you guys on our network.
On your network?
We're not going to sanction you on my program. We're not going to sanction. We'll let you speak, but you are beginning to show yourself. Why is he putting up?
Go ahead. I don't know where that want to come from, but go ahead.
Well, whatever you want to do, that's part of your tactics, to distract me. That is okay. Jerry will not speak to it that is unfair. Terry will not speak other than laughing because it's in your favor. But look, on a serious note, it is disappointing.
Thank you very much. We will be on your show tomorrow, and we'll be giving it more courtesy as far as I see it. But let me just show this before I bring in Jerry. Let me just show this here. This is something that the CEOs have provided for us here on this platform. We usually don't have the ability to do such, but they have got. He has.
That is not important. Don't.
Let me finish my point. Let me finish. Tabata is talking about, but this is some of the things that he has given us here. So we have more tools now to be able to display what is happening in the country in case we have those. I just want to show that. Let me come to you, Jerry. Go ahead, close it. And,
1 second, liberal. 1 second.
Don't show anything else, though. Don't show anything else. I beg you. Don't show anything else.
1 second. This is my Tatme High students.
What was it? 1956.
You see whether
these are the
it is intended to disperse
to show this today.
The students.
Look at Cardinal. Look at your Cardinal boy.
So the students have successfully locked down
but we're going to have more of that tonight. I knew the labor are not going to show it.
The roads leading to the executive mansion temporarily for over 30 minutes now, and we are seeing police cars.
Okay.
Right. The question I have when you watch these things here, Tottenham High is not like St. Patrick right around the corner from the executive mansion. Tottenham High is way out. So where were the police when the kids started gathering? They didn't just gather in their thousand in less than a second. They started trooping in the area little by little. Was the police not aware what these people were about to do and what was the intent. Jerry, let me hear from you, my brother. Take us home.
You know what? This CEO gave me the headache. There's no starting up for it at all. You know, hello.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead. Well, you are the
The
co.
Oh,
We
the
got,
man
we
continue
got,
to
we got,
abandon. The man continue
thank
to
you, thank you.
abandon you. The
we,
man
we, we,
continue to
we, we,
abandon
we
you.
black
No, no,
everybody.
yeah, but I
Don't
mean,
listen to him. Don't.
you
I'm
put
making you.
you put in the garage. You
I put
pass
that in the
you put in the
garage.
garage.
Yeah,
You put
cool.
in
I
the
put that in
garage.
the
Thank
garage.
you.
Go
Put in
ahead,
the
go ahead,
garage.
my brother.
Let Terry come up. Yeah, you put in the garage. Yeah, he co-host put it in the garage. That's it.
Oh, you
Let,
see that?
yeah.
You hear that?
Yeah, just-
The player didn't put that. What they want to put on? God forbid.
Put in the garage. But the question I want to ask tonight is: are you better off 6 years ago than you where you are today?
Here we go.
Hmm? Are you
No,
better off?
no.
Oh no!
Dr.
Listen,
Joe, Dr. Joe, he's
listen.
making his closing statement.
Salary been paid on time. People are getting salary increase. So listen, it's not going to be bread and butter. I mean, we expect that we could be someone as you ride a plane. It's not going to be 100% perfect. But look at your life. Go to the city of Monrovia, from Peaceway all the way to Tucor. Lights across the Canave, lights. Eh? From Freeport all the way to St. Paul, the space.
Mm.
So are
So
you
what?
better off now than where 6 years ago?
So what they put demonstrating for now?
Dr. Mary,
Listen,
will you please let it go?
no, I'll answer him. I'll answer him. I get maybe you don't pay, maybe you're not paying attention well. Listen and listen very well, sir. Listen and listen very well.
Okay, sir.
I said it. I
Mm.
said it. Most of the teachers who are agitated, most of them were substitute teachers. They were helping out. I mean,
Yeah.
thank God they help out.
Dr.
Thank,
Mary, please.
thank God. No, but let me go ahead. Thank God they help out, and we appreciate them. But you know what? Even you must say in this country, everything we do here, you have to be certified. Certification. So if you are certified, you make more money. So I don't see why there's agitation. Go in the classroom and get a certification and come right back. They say they're not guaranteed they're not gonna employ you. What they say is listen, go and get a certification and come back and you will be but yeah, we all want to call shortcut. And that's what work administration said, no shortcut. You gotta stay online and go through the legal procedure. Thank you and have a good night. See you tomorrow on your show. God
Thank you.
bless you.
Thank you. Thank you, co-host. Again, folks, Samson told La Public Radio, wonderful, wonderful show tonight. And we will be back tomorrow on Mr. Soul Show, where we will be a counterweight to their conservative narrative. We're not going to allow them to turn this platform into anything other than what it's supposed to be. We will be here tomorrow. We will offer our Nagbe is not here. I'm sure he will want to show up. Fatuma, oh lady, welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. Thank you very much, madam. Long time no see. Thank you. Welcome. But anyway, Mr. Soul, Terry, and Dr. Malik, good night to all of you. It's been a
It was a
wonderful,
tough
wonderful show.
night, but we made it through.
Yeah, but yeah, they can't make it with us. Terry, they can't make it with us, man. There's only
Oh,
two of them.
We still made it through some kind
Yeah.
of way.
you see, interestingly, this
Good night.
is fact. You guys are having a headache, and not you. You have your patron, you
Mr.
have your
So,
friend.
good night. Good night. The show over. You can't relitigate the show. The show over. We won the debate. Thank you.
Oh, that debate were on. I feel bad for you. All right.
What's his name said it's a draft show tonight. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Matty, Mr. So thank you. Again, folks, Samson to Labra Public Radio will be on here again tomorrow. Please tune in to Labra Public Radio tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Mr. Soul will be on, and we will have a wonderful, wonderful show. I want to thank all of you that participated in the show tonight, writing, calling. We really, really do appreciate all of you. Thank you very much. Let's continue to pray for one another. It's been a wonderful, wonderful evening. We'll say good night to all of you. And good night, folks. Where is my music that I was supposed to play? Huh? Okay, no music tonight. Okay, I'll just leave you here with Dr. Martin Luther King. How is that?
Help welcome our honored, distinguished guest, the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King.
Thank you very kindly. Because I have other engagements, I don't have a tradition of being brief all the time. You know, I'm a Baptist preacher, and we can talk a long time. But I'm going to really be brief today. I want to ask you a question, and that is, what is in your life's blueprint? This is the most important and crucial period of your lives, for what you do now and what you decide now at this age may well determine which way your life shall go. And whenever a building is constructed, you usually have an architect who draws a blueprint. And that blueprint serves as the pattern, as the guide, as the model for those who are to build the building. And a building is not well erected without a good, sound, and solid blueprint. Now, each of you is in the process of building the structure of your lives. And the question is whether you have a proper, a solid, and a sound blueprint. Well, life for none of us has been a crystal stair, but we must keep moving. We must keep going. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl, but by all means, keep moving.